Hey everybody, probably the project on the farm that's had the most amount of change since I last showed it to you is our flower patch that we're growing, not just for the benefit of the insects, but because of the power lines above, and we want to keep the power company from spraying chemicals on our property, and having a landscaped area means that they will leave this place alone. So let me show you some of the flowers that are growing. I'm really excited about seeing Zinnia back on the property. We've grown Zinnia every year and I love how it looks, and I love that because we grow a mixture of flowers, there's just never telling what color is going to come up. We just collect seeds from all the different flowers, mix it all together in a bag, and you never know what flower you're going to get, what color flower you're going to get. So I'm happy to see that. A large variety of this planting, if you remember from the original video, were seed mixes. So I'm not even sure what to call some of these plants, but I can tell by seeing different plants all around that I know that they're flowering varieties. I just have to be patient and see what actually comes up. Some of the things, like the bulbs, we planted on purpose and in specific areas, so those I can talk a little bit more about. For example, we have this really dark lily. It's the darkest lily I've ever seen, and we're excited to have it in there as a bit of a contrast once all of the other colors start to pop up. Most of these other colors are more of a typical or traditional spring-like flower garden. They're very bright and very pastel almost. And we think having this interesting contrast with these dark lilies will be a fun thing to have, and it will attract different kinds of beneficial insects and other pollinators onto the property because of the variety. We also have all of our Gladiolas coming up. However, we're still waiting for these to put out a flower spike. Over in the swales, we do have Gladiolas that are flowering, but those ones have been there since last year. So they've had a season to grow and die, or die back, or go dormant, and these ones are on their very first year. So they're going to be a few weeks behind. Really, more than anything, I just hope that we actually get a flower spike out of them and they don't just grow leaves this year and flower next year. Time will tell. The wildflower seeds that are growing, we have a lot of these pretty little white ones. These were the first ones to come up and actually flower, but you can see from the variety of the different foliage that's around that there are a lot of others that are just waiting for their time. I'm certainly no expert when it comes to trying to identify seedlings just by the foliage, and I am nervous because we have a whole lot of dog fennel in the area, and dog fennel has a very wispy type of leaf to it. But I think that this leaf here is actually some of the chamomile that was given to us by Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. So I'm hoping that we've got some established chamomile and more will start popping up as the season goes on. The dwarf peach tree, which is really more of an ornamental than it is an edible, is setting fruit. The plum tree never put out any flowers, but I didn't really expect it to. However, the blueberry bush has a good number of blueberries on it for having just been transplanted this year, and the comfrey has certainly established itself and is putting out leaves left and right, as comfrey does. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed seeing an update on our little flower area. We're certainly excited to see it. I drive slow past it every time I come down the driveway, curious to see what the newest thing is to set out a flower. The color is just going to explode in this place with the zinnias starting to flower out. And I can't wait to see what comes next, and I hope that you'll come along for that journey as well and see just how much color we can get into this area and keep the power company off of our property. If this is your first time being on our channel, then go ahead and click that subscribe button for us so that you can come back and be a part of our homestead with us. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.